Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the PRASODCAST with your hosts, brothers Steven and Sheldon, and today we got some heat for you. Literally, we got some Mega Blockchain Inferno X booster packs with Mega Charizard on the cover, straight from Japan, along with
Vegito.
Let's do this. All right, let's start our first one. There's something about Japanese cards that just looks so much nicer. Their prints are so much nicer. So I'm really excited to see what we get. Okay, Crocodile, Mischievous, that's Empoleon. Okay. Alright.
I don't even know what that is.
It's the anchor Pokemon. I can't remember what it's called. Right, time for round 2. Let's hope we got something. Gliscor, Charmeleon, Duraludon? That's what it looks like. That's a cool one. And Zigzagoon, and
Empoleon.
Oh, sweet!
Nice.
An EX. I like that one. That's beautiful. And our last round. Let's hope we don't get knocked out on round 3. Like, I do have to say, it's a beautiful cover art, though, with Mega Charizard on there. Okay. Holdor, or whatever his name is. Trapinch. I can't remember their name. Yeah. Well, not very many hits today, but we did get that Empoleon EX, so that's a good hit. In our next segment, we're going to be reviewing the Gogeta that Sheldon received straight from Japan as well. So straight from Japan, Sheldon received a Gogeta. I think Dragon Ball Z, I have to say, is one of the first animes I've ever seen. So I'm really excited to see how you received.
Yeah, this is the 10th anniversary figure, too.
10th anniversary. 10th anniversary.
Yeah.
Wow. So I was more of a Dragon Ball Z guy. That's when you kind of also started getting into it too, right? But then what is your favorite era of the Dragon Ball Z while you open it up? Do you have a favorite?
I do. I have a favorite. My favorite is Vegeta Blue.
Oh no, I meant the era of Dragon Ball Z first.
Oh, the era?
The era of Dragon Ball Z.
I think everyone likes Dragon Ball Z the best.
Yeah. And here it comes. Wow. Whoa, look at his hair.
Yeah.
That is a nice golden color. Holy smokes. And for our audience that are familiar with Dragon Ball Z, they know about it. Can you explain to them, and also kind of to me as well, what the difference is between Vegito and Gogeta?
Yeah, so Vegito
Yep.
is, from what I can remember, a part of the plethora earring. So you put,
Oh,
yeah, you
right.
and your partner
Right.
put one earring on each side.
Yep.
And then you fuse compared to
The Fusion
Dance.
Hut, right?
That's the
Fusion
one.
Hut. So Vegito is the result of a Fusion Hut.
Yeah,
Dance?
Fusion Dance. So, but the thing is, I think for Gogeta is the Fusion Dance.
Okay.
I think which only lasts so long too. I think you have an hour.
Oh, with the earrings, it's only an hour.
It's only 1 hour.
And
then with the Oh no, with the earrings, you have a lot of time. I think it's almost forever. It's the dance you have an hour.
So the dance you have an hour. Right.
Gogeta, you have an hour.
Yep.
Or so.
Yep.
And then Vegito, you have a good amount of time. This is really cool the other way. Oh, man.
Oh wow, they have like a full-on stand there. That it comes equipped with. I like that.
Wow. I mean, the artwork on this is just so amazing.
It's phenomenal.
Wow, fits in just well. One thing I like about Vegito is he has this sword, which is really cool. Let's see if it fits.
This is the sword?
Yeah, so this is
a sword?
Yeah, it's like a blade for him.
Oh, I thought it was like a Kamehameha kind of
like a blade.
blast.
He has a blade.
That's cool.
I wonder how this fits. Oh, there we go.
There you go. That was a simple assembly.
Well, I guess not done yet.
I think it probably goes in the back, right?
This. What does this do?
No, it probably stands this way.
Yeah. Okay.
This way.
Good. And then right.
Right in the butt cheek.
Oh,
that is
gangster, man.
Beautifully done.
Yep. This will forever be a like piece inside my house. You know how people have like their little centerpieces?
Yeah, absolutely.
These are really cool.
That is one amazing looking Vegito. Gogeta.
No, that's Vegito.
This is Vegito.
Vegito.
I think I kept saying Gogeta.
I know. Who do you like more, Vegito or Gogeta?
This is Vegito, right?
Vegito.
Gogeta's the one with the black hair, right?
They both have black hair.
Yep. It's not black hair.
This is Super Saiyan 1.
Wait, so even as a fusion, there's steps to Super Saiyans?
Yep.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. This one is the Super Saiyan 1 Vegito.
So you know the one I stole from you a few years ago?
Yeah.
That one had earrings, I think, right?
That's also a Vegito.
Oh, that's a Vegito as well?
That was a Vegito.
Okay,
that was a gift as well.
So that's my favorite.
That's your favorite?
Yeah.
Over Gogeta?
Yes.
Yeah,
I would say so.
Yeah, I like Gogeta.
Yeah.
Gogeta's really cool. Vegito's really, really cool too, especially in the Super arc. They gave him a Super Saiyan Blue, but when Gogeta came out in the Broly movie with Super Saiyan Blue, it really revolutionized like the aura of Gogeta because he beat up Broly in that movie.
Yes.
It's a good movie.
Right.
Dragon Ball Z is really coming back. I've noticed with these figures and the way they're designed and the shows, people are waiting for the new Dragon Ball Super show to come out.
Yep.
I'm not sure if you watched Dragon Ball Dama.
No, I caught up. I only watched about maybe halfway into Super.
Oh, okay, yeah. Dama was good. It's kind of like as if Akira Toriyama, the late Akira Toriyama,
rest in peace,
rewrote Dragon Ball GT and made it canon, which is really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's a little piece on Dragon Ball Z today. Sorry, this is Dragon Ball Z.
This is Dragon Ball
Z era.
Yeah.
Perfect. So yeah, this is Vegito today, not Gogeta. My apologies. Shows how much I know about Dragon Ball. But I mean, it's still one of the first animes I ever got to watch when I was a kid. So I'm glad that you also picked onto it and have continued on watching it and appreciating it.
Yeah. One thing I like about Dragon Ball Z compared to most of because back then I didn't watch anime or anything, right? I didn't really think much of it, and I thought a lot of people don't say they're like, oh, Dragon Ball is not anime.
Yeah,
okay, that's fine. I don't really care.
I don't understand that argument.
They're all cartoons at the end of the day, right?
I don't understand that argument. I think it is.
Well, to be honest, it really doesn't matter, right? But one thing that does matter is one thing that Dragon Ball Z, Super, anything really taught, I think, a lot of young men, young women to do is it really taught us to work out.
Yes.
I credit fitness and everything a lot to this show, and I think a lot of people would as well.
So when you see other models, other models of these, like the Goku that you have, you literally see the striations.
Oh yeah,
they built them really well. You can see every single muscle in figures like these, and that's obviously a resemblance of the actual anime. You're right.
The show just teaches you to train.
Yes,
it really does a really good job of that. I think compared to any anime I've ever watched. And yes, I did get into anime later. I watched the Naruto and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like that stuff is good. It's but it's you're trying to find some sort of emotion in a cartoon, and I think that's a little much at some point.
Sure,
right? I think some people would agree. But this show, it just kind of shows you if you train really, really, really hard. That is the secret to becoming the betterment of yourself. There's no secret code. There's no secret package. secret word.
Diets.
Yeah, it's like you have to train really, really hard on yourself in anything in life and you'll be better. You are the result of your training, right?
Yep.
So that's one thing I really liked about the show. And there was a time where I was 105 pounds and I was really slim throughout all of high school. And I was playing a video game with my friend.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, I wish I could look like one of these characters.
So you guys were playing Dragon Ball Z?
We were playing Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, nice.
Right? And I had my controller in my hand, and I'm like, you know what? Like, hell with this. Like, I'm going to go figure it out, right? And I'm going to go try. So then I put my clothes on, like my gym clothes, obviously, that I barely wore, and I went straight to the gym.
So when it comes to, like, Goku's eating, that guy can just eat and eat and eat and not have to worry about any sort of extra results.
I mean, you can eat it, but if you're running like 500K after, like, it might be all right.
Yeah. Switching panels, because I know you mentioned a little bit when you said Naruto. So I saw in social media that in the new Pokemon series, they actually have a Pikachu that has the same hairstyle as Bardo, and his name is actually Bolt. And I learned this pretty recently that Bardo in Japanese means Bolt.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I'm like, that's really cool. That was a nice little little synchronization, of animes. So have you've seen it yourself?
I actually haven't.
I'll show you later on.
It looks actually a lot like Boruto?
Yeah, the Pikachu has like a similar hairstyle to Boruto, so
that's good. That's really, really nice.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. Switching panels again now. I did a little bit of a poll on our channel a few weeks ago. Just to ask people what they kind of want us to talk a little bit about, and so far it looks like Marvel kind of won the poll. Like I gave a few topics here and there to talk about. So Marvel won. So to honor that poll, if you want, we can maybe talk a little bit about Marvel as well.
Shoot, man.
Yeah. So I started off like with Marvel, like when obviously he was a lot younger with the original Spider-Man movies. Watched them here and there, sort of thing, and liked them. And then I just kind of stopped watching superhero movies for a bit because it's like they were coming out like super frequently, and I got tired of it, so I just started watching other things. And then it was actually Sheldon that actually got into the MCU. He started watching Iron Man and the Captain Americas and all that, and I'd watch it with him, but just not super into it at that time. And then I just kind of gave up, and he continued watching all of it. And then I remember it was actually Infinity Wars that got me back into Marvel, because he wanted to watch it, and he's like, hey, this is going to be like a super cast. It's like everybody's in there again, kind of like the other Avengers, the first Avengers movie. And I'm like, oh, okay, no, I'll give it a try. So we watched it on, I think, Netflix at that time, right? Watched it on Netflix, and it blew my mind. And luckily, it just so happened we had ended up watching it maybe like a few months before Endgame was going to come out. So now I was hyped. And then, we watched it. Then Sheldon told me to watch a few more movies that led up to Infinity War, just so I kind of knew what was going on prior. And then we went into Endgame, and we luckily, we decided very last minute on opening weekend, I think on the Sunday, maybe we should go watch it, but we're probably not going to find tickets. So we actually ended up finding very good seats on opening weekend for Endgame. Theater was packed, of course, to the brims. Watched it, and I'm like, holy smokes. This was an insane movie. The near the end when everybody appears, when Captain America hears Falcon say "on your left," that just blew my mind. And everybody appearing and everything, that was definitely one of my favorite scenes. But now in the present, how do you feel about the direction of Marvel?
You know what the problem is with Marvel?
Sure.
It's Endgame. Why? Because how do you top that?
Yeah.
Our expectations are so high now.
Well, okay, so there was Endgame, and I felt like another movie that kind of came close. Obviously, not Endgame, was the latest Spider-Man.
Yeah, what is it called? No Way Home, or
No Way Home. Yep. Well, you obviously had, it was like a culmination of all of the Spider-Man movies that we grew up watching intertwined together. Like, obviously, you know, we had the original Spider-Man.
Andrew
and then
Garfield.
Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, exactly. So it was like a culmination, which felt really, it was heartwarming to me for one, you know, but when Aunt May died, that was, you know, it wasn't as big of a heartbreak as when Tony Stark passed away in Endgame, but you still kind of felt that emotion. And then seeing the three, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland, when you see the three of them together, like acting like brothers, it was kind of nice because that was something that they were probably longing for in their own universes, to finally come together and have like a brotherhood,
like someone that could understand them.
Exactly. So that part was beautiful, I would say. But you're right, continue on. I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but
what was your favorite Spider-Man series? Like
it's definitely this one, Tom Holland. I like this one mainly because of the fact, because I've seen all of them and I've had the opportunity to see all of them, but also because there's something about Tom Holland as Spider-Man that I really, I don't know, I gravitate to. I think he does a great job. I think them picking Zendaya as MJ, that was another great touch. You know, I do say this universe is probably my favorite. Yours is the original?
Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man of all time. He is Spider-Man. Yep. He's awesome. He killed it in all of the roles. The little dance he did was awesome. I don't know. I really like Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. I guess because it's a nostalgia feeling.
Yeah.
Tom Holland is an incredible actor. It probably fits Spider-Man close to the comics really well.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yes. And yeah, exactly. But you were saying nothing really topped Endgame, and that was a problem of its own.
Like, the fact is nothing is ever going to top it. And, like, what they're bringing out, like, it just puts me back.
I think, I think they spread too thin. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, that does make sense. They spread too thin,
right? Because it's like they're pulling in many different directions. Like,
there is no direction. They're going in so many directions that you're right. There is no direction.
Yeah, there's no focal point at this point. But I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that they were kind of leaning towards the Kang dynasty,
and then the whole controversy happened, and they kind of
they kind of had to wave it off a little bit, and you know, they had to pivot, but their mode of pivot.
But can I ask you something?
Sure.
How interested were you in that direction, anyways?
I wasn't a fan. I watched Kang in the cartoons and everything, and I didn't find him as like the greatest villain. So I don't think that the Kang character deserved to be like the Thanos of that specific phase. But the fact that they're pivoting from I don't want to give any spoilers if you haven't seen Fantastic Four, but hopefully you've seen it by now. Galactus obviously is going to be, to me, at what it looks like, is going to be the big bad.
I think they're going to have a hard time with Galactus because he's too big. Like, how are you going to like cinema wise? Like, how are you going to have the Avengers fight this guy and make it look epic?
Yeah, I mean, even the Fantastic Four, like, they couldn't defeat him. They just had to transfer him into a different dimension.
Because honestly, I never saw the movie.
Oh, it was a good movie. Fantastic Four was a good movie.
How did it look when they were trying to fight Galactus?
He was huge.
He was huge, right?
He was huge. But I mean, there's other situations too where they fought like Titans and stuff too before, right? So it's not like.
But he's massive. He's like a planet.
He's a planet eater. Yeah.
Like even the Titans, I think, were like, correct me if wrong, would be a little bit smaller than him, or if not the same size.
Probably around the same size.
He's like,
I think,
massive.
But he's massive. Right? He's a planet eater, exactly.
So for me, it's kind of like they would have to do a really good job, because when something's so big, you can't get the traction of its emotion, right? Like with Thanos, he was a perfect size. You could feel something in Thanos. You know what he was doing. They did such a good job with the CGI, with the facial inspections and everything.
Yeah.
But with Galactus, like, I could be wrong. They might have killed it, but it would just
I think
be
they
killed it. They killed it?
They did a really good job showing his emotion. Obviously, you get a little bit of a backstory in Fantastic Four, but not obviously everything. They're probably saving that for the rest of the journey. But I mean, regardless, I think if he is the big bad, which it seems to be in that direction, they did their version of like a pivot wasn't really effective in a sense that like now they're dropping all of these shows and on Disney Plus. Like I really wanted to watch Ironheart, and I probably will, but it's just like the urge isn't there anymore as it used to be when they were first dropping shows on Disney Plus, like WandaVision, Loki season 1, things like that. It's like you really wanted to watch those, but one thing that kind of lost me, and I know I'm probably going against the grain when I say this, is a show that lost me was Moon Knight.
Yeah, I never even started it. I remember the hype.
Like Oscar Isaac, he's a great actor, and I'm pretty sure like there was a lot of like there was a lot of art going into creating the show. It's just I understand like there's artists out there that will understand every single aspect of what's going on in the show.
The comic book readers.
But for someone like myself, who I did read some of the comics.
You're a movie watcher.
But I'm a movie watcher, right? And to see how things were going on in there, it had me really confused and a bit turned off at some points where I'm like, this is too much for me. Like,
yeah, I heard it was a little off-putting at some point or like, something. I don't know.
To me, Marvel should be, well, a lot of movies in general, especially when you're talking about like Marvel and Star Wars and such, it should be more of an escape rather than I got to do my homework.
Yeah, it's a movie, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to escape to a far off land where I don't have to worry about my daily living, and then just escape and feel good about something that I watch, and not have to worry too much about, oh, this happened because this happened. If you didn't watch this series or read this specific comic book, you won't get it. But in my eyes, I'm like, that's great, but like, I want to like
I'm gonna sit all day and watch Avengers all day my whole life.
Yeah. Like when I turn something on, I want it to be an escape.
Yeah.
Not so much. Hey, you have to watch this in order to watch this in order to understand this, and then you can loop around and watch the whole.
But then
thing.
Again, you're a Star Wars guy, and you are kind of contradicting everything you just said because you will watch every little bit of Star Wars for that one scene.
No, okay. So here's the difference again. In my opinion, at least, I don't think yet that Star Wars has spread so thin. In a sense that, like, there's enough for me to watch in Star Wars to understand everything that's going on. But with Marvel, it's like, which direction are they going in? Like, at least with Star Wars, if we may if we may change positions right now, for the most part, again, with what's coming out with Star Wars, they're leading into their own version of an end game, their own culmination of the shows that they're making for the most part, like Ahsoka, like Mandalorian, and there was the show with the children,
with the kids,
yeah. So all of those movies, they're leading into a culmination of the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, meaning that there's direction. They're
funneling,
flowing into something. They're funneling into something. Yes. Which is why it feels nice. It's like, okay, when I watch this, I know it's alluding to something that's going to happen in the movie. But when it comes to something...
But then that goes against your point as well. Like,
as in...
Because you said in some of the movies you have to watch this, and this.
That's true.
But I don't... But here's the thing.
Maybe it's a bias because I'm a Star Wars guy.
I still agree with it. Because there's only, maybe 4 you have to kind of watch to understand the whole thing.
Yeah.
But with Marvel, it's like you have to watch 16 different superheroes, and only one of them you might like. All 15 of them have whatever writing.
That, like you said, and with there being 16 or 17 superheroes that you will eventually see in the movie, how big are the roles going to be in the actual movie, the big culminating movie?
Yeah.
Say if you see Moon Knight, the whole season 1, and then all of a sudden they come up with a season 2, you're gonna watch that whole thing, and then you watch their super big movie that comes out.
Next Avengers.
Yeah, and Moon Knight's in it for
5 seconds,
maybe 2 minutes. Yep. It's well, I watched all of season 1 and possibly a season 2 to then just see him for 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So again, what's your thoughts on where should Marvel go from this?
Where should Marvel go?
Mm-hmm.
I think they need to go back to the original formula and focus on maybe 2 or 3 main superheroes.
Sure, yeah, that'll do it.
Start having supporting roles. Supporting roles is not bad.
Yes.
Because your supporting role doesn't mean people don't like you. Some people like supporting roles more than the main character sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And that way you'll have a better direction as to what the story's going for. And put more emphasis on making the bad guy a bad guy. Don't give him like a sympathy story where you can relate to him as well. People like the story of good versus evil. It's just how it is.
Well, the thing, but I think that's actually you're right. That's one of the reasons why people love Thanos. He was a bad dude.
He was a bad dude, right? Yeah, I guess they kind of gave him some. No, they didn't really give him a sympathetic like.
No, it wasn't a sympathy.
They didn't go back on his backstory. They're like, this is just a bad guy.
No. Well, he's a guy that thought like there was an overconsumption in the universe, so he wanted to eliminate half of it. Yes. So I wouldn't think that's sympathy, but I mean, one of the sympathetic things he did was for Gamora. He destroyed her race, but was able to
save her. Yep.
Yeah.
I think. What do you think?
You nailed it there when you said that they should focus on, because I mean, if you look at it, when they went with the original formula, they had 4 main Avengers:
Thor, Captain America, Iron Man,
and Hulk. Right, and then you had your supporting characters, obviously in a stronger role. Hawkeye,
but people still liked him though.
Absolutely,
they loved him, right?
And Black Widow.
Scarlet Johansson, Black Widow.
Yep, no.
You know what? In my opinion, the Black Widow movie was the last Marvel movie that I thought had a good story.
Like her own solo movie? Yeah, that was a great movie. That was the last
one that I actually watched.
Yeah, that was a great movie. She killed it in that movie. She did kill it in that movie. I'm glad they gave it to her. Before her like sayonara. They did it justice, yeah. But do you think they'll bring her back in future iterations? Don't do it. Well, they're bringing back Tony Stark. Well, not Tony Stark.
Yeah, he's going to be, what is he again?
He's Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom.
Yeah, Dr. Von Doom. I can't wait for that. That's actually really cool. And
why do you feel like it's cool?
Well, I think it was Ash, one of our friends actually, that brought it up, that he's read it in comics where there's a version in the multiverse where
it's pretty smart in that stuff.
Yeah, where he said that there was a version where Iron Man did come back as Doctor Doom.
Okay, but like, what does that do for the story? Because he's not Iron Man.
No,
and they can be like, "Oh, you look like Iron Man,"
but we don't know what they're going to do.
And then what? At the end of the movie, they make him good, and he's Iron Man again.
Yeah, that could be where they're going.
So like, what they're basically trying to do is like, we have no future. We have to pull back those past ideas and bring it forward.
Well,
but Robert Downey Jr. is like 80 years old now, man. Like, you know what I mean? He can't be Iron Man forever.
I think he said himself that he didn't want to be Iron Man as much, so then he took on other roles. Yeah, but then
those movies didn't do so well. I remember that Jungle movie he had.
Yeah,
and it was like, people only look at you like Iron Man. This is how it is.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with that, right?
But then that just goes against your point.
But that's the thing. They shouldn't bring him back in general.
Yeah.
Like, if you need someone who you literally had the biggest ending for, the whole thing was around that snap, and you're gonna bring him back, it kind of takes away the fact as to what you did prior.
He was the most central character, I feel, in the MCU, other than Captain America.
No, I would say he is. Like, you're right. Yeah, it's about.
So when he parted ways, like when his character died
in the theater,
right? It was dead silent.
We could hear tears.
It was dead silent when we had seen it in the theaters. So yeah. I'm still excited that they're bringing him back. I do want to give them a little bit of a chance to, redeem the not so entertaining portions of Marvel so far. How did you like Deadpool and Wolverine? I know we've had some discussions about it, but what's your honest opinion on Deadpool and Wolverine?
Okay, guys, just listen. Just listen.
Yeah.
Like, take away like the humor. It was really funny.
Yeah.
Take away the humor. It is the most brain dead movie I've ever seen.
Oh my god.
It is so ridiculous. I get it. I love Ryan Reynolds. Super duper fun movie.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, watch it 3 times in a row. Watch it 3 times in a row. That's a challenge for you. Watch it 3 times in a row and just write down the genius parts of the movie. You'll probably walk away with 1 or 2 points.
Yeah, I wish there was a little bit more story behind it, but I think what it was a way to bring back the hardcore fans that were super into Deadpool when the first 2 movies came out. A lot of them were very worried about
they'd water it down
about Disney when they take over Deadpool and they bring it back. It's like, oh, they're not going to make it like how we loved it. So I think this was their like,
we can do it too.
Yeah, right? Like, hey, here's your Deadpool, and we didn't change them. But I think, like you said, what happened with that, unfortunately, is
they made it too ridiculous.
I wouldn't say ridiculous. I would say they sacrificed a bit too much of their creative input to just give the fans a little bit too much of what they wanted. I mean,
you do obviously want to be a hater. You're right in that.
No, and it's everybody has their opinions, but I think it's more just like they they tried their best to fan cater so that nobody would be upset that they watered down Deadpool, which obviously they didn't. If you've seen Deadpool and Wolverine, but like the thing about that though is I think you just gave them too much and didn't really incorporate the greatest story that you could have made with it. It was heartwarming in a sense that, like, you know, Hugh Jackman's back and, you know, him and Ryan Reynolds, they're together. Awesome, and it's great. It's heartwarming. But I mean, I think with that, they could have incorporated a little bit more of other MCU aspects that are important to the overall structure of what's going on. And I don't know if they did that very well. But I mean, I do have to say, I don't think that's the last Deadpool movie we're ever going to see. So I think
that's the thing about that genre is, like, how much can you really stretch it out? Like,
which one?
Like Deadpool. Like,
oh yeah.
Like, it's super funny. Like, I get it. It's really like really really funny, right? But like, what is the overall goal for him? And for Deadpool in all three movies, like, what is he striving for? What is he trying to go for? Like, what are you waiting for it to happen?
Yeah. I mean,
what do you, like, you've seen the movies and you enjoyed the third one. Like if you were to string all three of those movies together, right? What is the overall goal?
Like, what's the end game? What's his end game?
Yeah, what's his end game?
Well, he can't die, so
yeah.
I mean, he feels pain, but I mean, I don't think I don't think there is an end game. I think he's just. You know what I'd like him to be? You know
the end credits guy, right? Just pops out of nowhere, does a funny little dance.
No. Well, yeah, sure, that too. You know, bye.
Yeah, that was the coolest scene.
That was the coolest scene. Yeah. What I kind of want for him to be. Okay, so we have Deadpool, right? We have Wolverine, and if you look at it, they kind of have like a younger, older brother kind of relationship, kind of now, you would think, right? But what I kind of hope for Deadpool going into the future is, like, when you see Tom Holland's Spider-Man, he's been through a lot, right? And I think Deadpool maybe being that older brother to kind of give him not that tough love, but to kind of toughen him up a little bit. It'd be a nice dynamic to see Deadpool and Spider-Man together.
Oh, okie dokie.
Right? Like an older brother kind of thing. You know,
see, that's a good direction.
That's what I'd hope.
That's really good direction.
That's what I was hoping with
idea. I hope they really listen to that.
Well, let's hope so.
I'm only saying that because right now, Tom Holland Spider-Man is going through a really dark battle with himself.
Exactly.
And Deadpool can be the guy to be like, you know what, man, don't take yourself too seriously.
Yeah, just a kick in the pants and then you know, dust off your shoulders and let's go.
Genius idea.
That's kind of what I was hoping it leads towards, but again, that's up to
Disney. Listen, this could be the saving factor you need. This idea.
Well, I don't know if it's the saving
because you can focus on Spider-Man. Everyone loves Spider-Man.
Yeah, he should be the central character now.
And with Deadpool kind of being his own huge character, but playing that older, kick in the pants, don't take yourself too seriously, older brother figure.
Yeah.
It'll really push the story forward.
I think it would, but I mean, again, you look at, like, all the universes and everything that they're all a part of. You just have to make sure all the universes align and the stars align to make sure that happens. But
I think people need that. I think they need to stop taking themselves too seriously. And this movie will, like, the idea you had, it'll kind of show people, like, yeah, there's things going wrong with yourself and parts of the world. But you can't take yourself too seriously. You can't, because doing that, it creates inner hatred.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Creates a bit of anger. If you take yourself too seriously, the blood flow gets a lot better. Your brain starts to kind of open up. You know what I mean?
You start thinking a little bit more. You breathe.
Yeah, you can breathe.
You're not like, there's no narrow vision. You're looking at things through many different perspectives.
You can be yourself, right?
Yeah, exactly. And us talking about many different perspectives, please, when you get a chance, check out our video here where we talk about our different backgrounds, including a Canadian background, an Indian background, and a Fijian background. Thank you again for tuning in, everybody. Have a great one.